All right, I guess we should go to number 4, sir. Number 4.
Number four is no brainer.
Oh yeah.
Soda.
Oh yeah.
So this goes without saying. You know, the worst part, like at 7-Elevens and the racetrack, I see a lot of these big gas stations. They'll do soda wars. One will come out with a 79-cent, 32-ounce, 44-ounce, and within a week, the next one will say, okay, we have it for 69 cents for 44 ounces, and people just swarm to them. You'll get gas, get whatever, and they all come out with these gigantic drinks. So 44 ounces of Diet Coke or Diet Mountain Dew is pretty bad. I wouldn't touch it. But so we all know sodas are high in sugar, so these monster sizes are even worse. All diet sodas have aspartame in them, which have just aspartame alone has got 92 different side effects. And I didn't know this, but it's the #1 complaint about thing to the FDA when they get complaints. I think like 79% of their calls are about aspartame side effects. So
really?
Yeah, Chris, did you catch that show where aspartame turns into formaldehyde at 93 degrees?
Yeah.
Wow.
Aspartame turns into formaldehyde at 93 degrees. How hot is the human body?
Yeah, and how long does your Coke sit on a loading dock?
Yeah.
Huh. Aspartame sounds like an insecticide every time you say it. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, you know, and if you have it, here's a real easy one. If people watching this don't know a lot about aspartame, or they know it's bad but they don't really know how bad, just go into Google and type in "Sweet Misery Documentary" and watch that sucker, and you'll never touch aspartame or sucralose again.
Yeah.
Sweet Misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was made by a neurosurgeon, so he knows what he's talking about. Okay, so on top of sugar and aspartame, you've got phosphoric acid, which interferes with your body's ability to process calcium. This is a good.
Oh.
This helps.
Now do you know why they're putting in phosphoric acid? I have seen that in all sorts of sodas. Like, why do they put that in?
I'd have to look that up. I don't know what the reason is why they do that, but it helps lead to osteoporosis, softening of the teeth and the bones. Benzene.
It helps with the carbonation, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, almost everything they put in these things, besides like, it's always for taste or mouthfeel or you know, marketability to keep it from being nasty or separating. Benzene. There's benzene in sodas, and the FDA limits, I think it was like 5 parts per million or per billion. And I saw a study where they tested 100 different brands, including generics, and they said they were hitting about 79 parts per billion. So they're consistently way higher than what the FDA allows. And benzene is a known carcinogen. And then you've got artificial food colors, food flavoring, and there's always studies out there saying coloring helps lead to like ADD and behavioral problems. You have sodium benzoate, which they put this stuff in everything just as a preservative, but it actually causes DNA damage. And they think that it could lead stuff like cirrhosis of the liver, Alzheimer's disease, or Parkinson's and things like that. So sodium benzoate's bad, benzene, the colors, caramel coloring, phosphoric acid, aspartame, and sugar. So this is something that you just want to avoid.
It's poison in a can.
Absolutely, and it'll make you fat. You know, the sad thing is most people probably would care more about being fat than all the stuff that damages your body.
Yeah, but if they did care about what was damaging their body and they quit doing that, they'd realize that their fat would go away.
I absolutely agree. But you know, the majority of people, when they just want to get skinny, and they go for the giant diet sodas and the Diet Cokes and Diet Dr. Peppers, then they're doing a disservice to their brain because they're just killing off the dendrites in the brain cells and things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Dendrites. You know what's interesting? What are you talking about? I think, to me, soda is like cotton candy. Like it really is like cotton candy. Cotton candy, I won't even finish that when I go to the circus. It's just so sweet. It's novel. Like, I'm trying to think about when it's really novel. There are a couple of times when you just want a cold soda with a certain thing, like pizza, for instance. Some pizza and a cold soda. Some say beer, but other than that, to me, it's like a novelty now. It's just absurd.
Yeah, I used to wake up craving Dr. Pepper. I mean, that was the one thing I wanted. I used to get big giant ones because they're so cheap when you get those 32 ounces. But I avoid them like the plague now. But if I do get one, I try to get a small one, or I just try to drink a little bit of it and just throw it away if I'm really craving it.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's got something in it that like turned the South against the North. There's something really
Really good.
something
really,
in there
really
that
good.
unites everyone with buck teeth and everyone who.
Yeah, they made
There's something about Dr. Pepper, like it really.
Doritos come from Texas. Dr. Pepper comes from Texas. Frito-Lay comes from Texas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, George Bush.
George Bush.
All right, let's move on to yeah, thanks.
Number 3.
Texas.